Are you thinking of moving to Carmel, Indiana? Well, in this video, we're going to take you inside the computer and show you around Carmel on a Google map so that you can see how to get around the area and go places from Carmel, Indiana. Stick around until the end and I will share with you a trip you might want to take on your way to take a trip somewhere else anyway. What? Let's get after it right now. My name is Susan Roberts with Homes by Roberts Realty, brokered by eXp. So let's take a look at the maps. Carmel, which is right here, and actually it goes from about right here over this way, all the way down to this and over here to the White River and up and over. So Carmel, you've got two major sides of Carmel. You've got the east side over here and you've got the west side over here. And if you want to go to downtown, it sort of depends on where you live. There are two major routes to do that. One, this is Keystone Avenue that comes off of US 31, and this will take you down the east side and you can go down here to 465 all the way down to I-70 and take I-70 into the city, and it goes even further south. So if you're in the south part of the city, if that's where you work, that you're going to want to go that direction. You can also get there over on the west side by going down US 31, 465 north, and take 465 south all the way down to I-65, and you can take it all the way down into the middle of the city. And either one of those takes, oh gosh, it depends on whether or not it's rush hour. They're about the same. They're around 30 miles each, and it's going to take you 35, 40 minutes to get there, unless of course it's rush hour, and then it's going to take you a lot longer. Now, let's take a look and see where you can go from Carmel, Indiana to the other parts of the states and surrounding states. If you want to make your way over here to Cincinnati from Carmel, you're going to go the same way you did to start to go downtown. You're going to go past I-70. You're going to take I-74 all the way over, and you're going to go to Cincinnati. And from there, you can go other places south, like continue on down through Lexington. Now, to get just to Cincinnati, it's about, 120 or so miles, depending on where you're going to go. And it's going to take you anywhere from an hour 45 to 2 hours. Depending on traffic, there hasn't been a lot of construction on 74, but I'm sure there will be at some time soon. Now, what happens if you want to go from Carmel and you want to go up to Chicago? Well, you're going to come down, you're going to take 465 over this way, and you're going to go up I-65 all the way into Chicago. And when you hit 90-94, any way you go, you're going to end up taking a toll road, either the Skyway and go directly down into the city, or go around 294, which is the Beltway just to the west, and you can go to all the suburbs around there. Now, a couple things to be aware of. One, if you're going to Chicago, 2 hour, 45-minute drive, 3 hours. And if you're going to go to the burbs out in this area, it's going to add another hour or so. But be really aware, because I-65 all along in here, if it's wintertime and it's snowing, it is blowing. It just blows, because this is nothing but farmland coming in through this way. So if that's the case, then you're going to want to schedule more time to get there. Now, let's decide if we're going to go a little bit to the east. We have a couple places to go there. We go from Carmel. If we want to go over here to Columbus and we want to stop in Dayton on the way, we do the same thing. We take I-465 over here on the east side, and we take I-70, but we go the other direction and we go all the way east, and we can go to Dayton. And to Dayton, that's about 120 or so miles, and it's going to take you an hour or so, hour and 52, maybe a couple hours. And if you want to go on to Columbus, you can stay on I-70 and end up here, and that's about another 60 miles, and so that's going to add another hour onto your trip. So all in all, to get to Columbus, you're talking about 3 hours from here. Now, if you wanted to go to the east, you can come from Carmel, which is right here. You're going to take your 465 on the north side and come down, and you're going to take 70, and you're going to go all the way west, and you're going to go into St. Louis. Now to get to St. Louis, that's a little bit longer trip. That's going to take you around 4 hours or so because it's about 260 miles. That's about as far away as we go unless you decide you want to go down to Lexington. And you can always go there and watch the horse races. But what if we want to fly someplace? Well, I think you need to know about the 3 major airports close by to Carmel. There are a couple regional airports and they're very, very easy to get to. But first, let's talk about Indianapolis International Airport, which would be your commercial flights. So here we are in Carmel, and you're going to want to go over here. Even if you have to go down to Keystone, you're going to get 465 and you're going to go to the west, and then you're going to go south and you're going to hit I-70 again over on this side. And this is going to take you have to go down here and then you hit the airport. Now there's oftentimes a lot of construction around there. It's only 34 miles. So even if you're traveling at 60 miles an hour or so, you've got 37 minutes, but I will always give myself at least an hour to get there. And that's not an hour before your flight. That's an hour before you actually want to be there before your flight. Got that? Okay, so now let's look at the couple other airports that you could go to. And these are just regional airports. You will not be able to take a commercial flight out of these. These are only charter or private planes in either one of these airports, but they're very, very close to Carmel. So we're right here. We're still in Carmel. Carmel, as you know, is this whole area up in here. This is all Carmel. And we're going to go over here to, and this gets really confusing because this one's Indianapolis Executive Airport. And that we're going to go down here. It's over on the west side. And we're going to hit State Road 32. And we're going to take it all the way over. And it's like right around in this area. It's actually, even though Hamilton County owns it, Boone County sold them the property, and it's really in Boone County, but Hamilton County Airport, and it's called, this will really confuse you, Indianapolis Executive Airport, and it's about 12 miles or about 16 minutes. There's also an airport if you want to go right over here into Fishers. Fishers is right here, and it's called, are you ready for this? Indianapolis Metropolitan Airport. And it's only 7.7 miles, and it only takes you about 12 minutes to get there. So it's really, really close. But again, both of these two airports, this one and this one over here, are only private planes or charter flights. So unless you've got connection with those or you want to charter a plane to go someplace, you're going to have to go all the way down to Indianapolis to Indianapolis International Airport. Now, lastly, because I'm sure that you're all just waiting for it, you're like, what is all this nonsense about a trip in a trip? Well, this is important, guys, because we're going to go from Carmel and we're going to head off and we're going to go down over the Beltway and we're going to go 465 on the east side. And we're going to connect with Interstate 74, and we're going to go like we're going to Cincinnati, and then we're going to stop. And where are we going to stop? We're going to stop right here in Shelbyville. Why Shelbyville? Because there's a casino there that's just a lot of fun. It's like Kentucky Derby type horse racing. They race thoroughbreds. They race quarter horses on particular nights. Big indoor area. There's eating there. There's a hotel there. It's just lots and lots of fun. So that's only about 40 miles. So you're only talking about 40 minutes to get there. And you can do it in a night, and then you can get all the way back, take yourself all the way back up to Carmel. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed our little tour around the area and around Carmel, and we'll see you again on the next video.